Joining me now on East Bay Today, I have three magical guests. Welcome back, Lori McDowell, the director of the Newport Navy Choristers. And we have with us for the first time, Jerry Culver, the new chairman of the Navy Choristers, and the recipient of this year's fundraising concert, Francis Molinari of Orion Military Scholars Program.
Yes,
Welcome.
so
I'm going to shake your hand.
Thank you.
I won't dive across the table to shake you guys. Hugs later. But welcome back, Lori.
Yes.
It is so nice to see your face.
Good to see you too.
I bet you are as excited as you've ever been about this upcoming concert,
oh my
right?
gosh. Yes. To say the very least. There's so many news in our lives right now with the Navy Choristers.
Yeah.
So Jerry's our new chairperson. Pat McGue, bless her heart, spent 20 years at the helm of our organization.
And she had
retired.
to step down? Really? She was tired? No, maybe not tired, but
it's time to go traveling.
Okay.
And so anyway,
Beautiful.
so Jerry stepped up and he said he would do it. And then
thank you, Jerry.
Yes.
I'm still learning.
Well, you've got a good team behind you to hold your hand here.
So we have a new beneficiary, the Orion Military Scholars. I met them through my daughter from her work, and this was really fun. We've been talking for
well, we're going to hear that whole story because
Okay.
it is interesting how you choose.
Yes.
So we'll get to that. But
but we also have a new venue.
I did. Okay,
Yes.
so tell us all the deets.
All the
when
deets.
and the where, and,
Okay.
and then we'll circle back at the end.
December to the 12th,
Okay.
7:30 at Ocean Point Church. Right next to Wendy's.
Right,
There
it's
on
the old
Valley,
Newport Athletic Club.
I was going to say, you're from Rhode Island. You know,
Yes,
the old
yes,
Newport
and you know, a
Athletic
Zumba
Club.
instructor, so yes.
So it holds 500 seats, so there is no problem to
The whole
get a
island
seat.
can come.
The whole island can
And
come.
we hope they do, right?
Yeah, very centrally located, and it's stadium seating. If you've never been in there, it is absolutely wonderful, huge stage, and all of
How'd you score that one?
Well, it just so happens that our accompanist, our wonderful Chris Karen, and one of our other members, Keith McKenzie,
Jerry's like, yep.
go to church there, and they said, why don't you come over and take a look? And so we did, and they made the magic work, and so we're going to be going there and doing our concert.
That's very exciting. You know, new is always a little scary, but I just find that it usually really works out.
It does. It really does. And one of the neat things is, besides all of this stuff being new, we've got 10 brand new songs that we're bringing to the public this year.
Okay.
So it's not this tired old, same old stuff. And
I never felt that. Well, maybe as director, since you do it year on year, you're like, let's do some new.
So we have some absolutely brand new stuff. Some of it dates back a while, like Mele Kalikimaka, however you say that, Mele Kalikimaka, going back to Vivaldi and stuff. And so we've got some really good stuff that way. And then I went dumpster diving into our, spelunking into our file cabinet and found some pieces that hadn't been performed since 1963.
That's perfect. You had to spelunk.
You have to spelunk.
The hat, the hard hat, and that's awesome.
That's about it. So we have this wide breadth of music that we're doing from right now on the radio, all with, what is the name of this piece? Underneath the Tree by, what's her name? Okay, never mind.
I don't know.
And Kelly Clarkson.
Okay.
All right, so we go from Kelly Clarkson all the way back to Vivaldi.
Okay.
So I mean, we've got the whole schmear of stuff. It is so much fun. We're telling the wonderful Christmas story in the first half through the eyes of Mary. Yeah. And then the second part, of course, we always top it off with the 12 Days of Christmas, which will be very interesting in a real stadium auditorium setting to see how much noise we can make with that.
I know you can. Now, Jerry, you're the new chairman.
I am the new chairman. After 20 years, Pat finally took a breather, and still trying to get up to speed.
But you are clearly a member of the Choristers.
I am a member of the Choristers.
How long have you been?
1993.
Oh, wow. Well, look at that. You know, don't you? These
I
are all your
recruited them.
children.
Yeah.
She did. So it's been a long time. I've been the concert manager for forever.
Oh, okay. So you've had your hands in the.
Yes.
yeah, you know how the sausage is made, as we say, right? Yes.
I do.
Yes. Okay. Well, great.
So the course is great this year.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of new faces also.
Oh, really?
We're up to almost 60, 55.
Wow.
55.
Yeah.
55 seniors this year, which is an increase by about 12 from last year.
Oh my
So
goodness.
that is a
It's
wonderful. I mean, just to go to rehearsal and hear everybody, it's great.
Now, how often do you guys rehearse? Tell us
Once a
just-
week.
Once a week.
Every
Okay.
Tuesday night.
And where do you do that?
On NETC at the NAPS building.
Okay.
We have the permission to
That's
use their
fantastic.
space. So
All right. And are
Which is-
most people in, say, the Navy or spouses of Navy? How do you get to be part of the choristers? Like, can I do that as no connection?
do you have access?
No.
Do you have access to NETC?
No.
Okay.
So yeah. So that's a.
That's pretty much what
Gotta
cuts
have
it off.
some special clearance.
You can be active duty, you can be retired, you can
Well,
be
that
a
makes-
veteran,
Okay.
and you can also be a DoD
Employee.
civilian employee, and all the family members.
Well, I'll just have to come and enjoy, and just not be part of it. I'm not a good singer anyway, so that's fine.
Okay.
But anyway, that's very cool.
Yeah.
So welcome to, the big leagues here. You're chairman, right?
Yes,
So glad to have you. Now let's hear from Francis. Welcome,
Great.
Francis.
Thank you, Conley.
You are Orion Military Scholars.
Yes,
and
Scholars Program, yeah.
I want to hear all about you, all about
Yes.
your organization.
Terrific.
I would love to hear a little bit about the connection and how
Okay.
you got chosen as the beneficiary.
Yeah, well-
Lori was about to start that story, and I just know it's just so magic how it
Yeah.
all comes together, isn't
It
it?
really is. It's
Yeah.
part of it serendipity, part of it is I think we're blessed. But let me just say something first about the Newport Navy Choristers.
Okay.
If you haven't seen them, you got to go see them. So I went and saw the first concert for your spring concert last year in downtown Newport, and I was expecting a wonderful concert with. Everybody standing up there, in their, looking nice and singing. It's that and so much more. Let me tell you, they make it fun. They make it fun.
It's like a party.
I came home, I told my wife couldn't make it. I said, hon, I am so stoked about this Christmas concert. These guys are phenomenal. They have skits. I mean, the whole family's going to love it. A little bit about myself and my wife, who unfortunately couldn't make it today. Her name's Lisa. Career Navy family, right? 28 years of service. I was an active duty intelligence officer. Lisa, my wife, was back in the day, she was an attorney. She gave that up when we started having kids. We have 3 kids. They're all grown up now. But over 28 years, we moved 11 times as a family, which is not unusual. And that's not a complaint, right? That comes with the territory if you're going to be a career military person, officer or enlisted, it doesn't matter. But those moves often have, some negative impacts, or can have some negative impacts on the military kids during their formative years, particularly the kids in high school, right? Moves equate to disruption. The kids have to pick up or say goodbye to their friends, learn a new school, get involved in an additional set of extracurricular activities. It's tough on them.
It's hard.
And if you take a look at some of the pertinent studies relative to quality of life and military lifestyle, you'll find that military teens have been tested through surveys, through a national test, 90% of military teens are at risk for depression, anxiety, social isolation. All of this, not all of it is directly attributed to the moves and the disruptions.
Right, there's other things, but yeah.
a lot of it. So that's what Orion is trying to solve. Now, what is Orion doing? Orion provides scholarships and secures financial aid, tuition assistance for kids of active duty military, officer or enlisted kids, it doesn't matter, from any service, to include Coast Guard and the Space Force, to attend boarding schools across the country.
So they have some consistency.
It's all about stability. Orion equates to stability. Stability for the military child, stability and peace of mind for the mom and dad, the military, and their spouse.
Yeah, less moving parts.
And I can tell you, it's fulfilling a niche, I think, a gap, a seam that was there, and by that I mean military families would never have considered even looking at boarding schools, which are quite expensive, right? Just because it was beyond their means. So we're not saying that boarding schools is the right answer for all military families. Clearly it isn't, right? It's not a right fit for every military family, but this is a choice that wasn't there before.
Yeah.
This is a
Good.
choice. And let me tell you something, and there's nothing wrong with public schools, charter schools, homeschooling. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, our 3 kids went to public schools throughout their tenure of elementary and
So
and
this
secondary
wasn't
school.
born out of what your own children need. You just saw this need.
Can I tell you a quick story on how the
Please.
genesis of Orion?
Yeah.
And so Lisa and I were based in Jacksonville, Florida before we moved up here. We came up on a house hunting trip, just she and I, and to look at schools. Our kids were in public high schools down in Jacksonville, Florida. 2 of the kids, though, went to the same high school, but were in an IB program, International Baccalaureate. It's much like an AP program. There was only one school in the area here, up in the Newport area, that has an IB program, and our 2 kids wanted to stick with it if they could. Well, that school happens to be a private school, a private day school. Lisa and I had booked an appointment with that school. We'd shown up, but we were quite disappointed with the visit for a number of reasons, like the IB director didn't show up that day, this kind of thing. So we're doing, post-visit, Lisa and I are driving around Newport, right, doing a windshield tour. I'd been up here quite a bit, through my time in the service. Lisa, not so much. And we were driving by St. George's. If you know St.
Gorgeous.
George's, beautiful
Yes,
school
yes,
on the
up on the
hill.
hill.
Think, architecture, Cambridge, Oxford. And Lisa's like, "Hun, I wonder, look at that. I wonder what that is." And I told Lisa, I said, "Lisa, hun, do not look at that. That's how the other half lives.
Yeah, we're not affording that.
We are not doing that."
Yeah.
But Lisa, like just about all military spouses, is tenacious. And we were staying at the quarters on the base that night. She goes, "I just want to search St. George's to see if they have their website, to see if they have any reference to a discount for military families." And she got online, and I remember telling her, I said, "Hun, you're wasting your time. Look, we got a good movie on here. I got a bottle of wine. We got a flight tomorrow morning." She's like, "Nope." So she got online there, and there was not a reference to military kids, but there was a reference to don't let the price tag scare you away. If you're interested in us, outline your kids here. It was a web-based outline your kids here. And we may get back in touch with you. And so Lisa invested a lot of time that night. Sent it in, and I remember, I'm like, "Honey, we're never gonna, We woke up to a phone call from the director of admissions at St. George's that said, "Hey, Francis and Lisa, we want to learn more about you and your kids. We want to give you a tour of the school, and we want to tell you about a new scholarship program that we just started here, based on a grant from a individual who was associated with the school, gave a large grant specifically for kids of active duty military or first responders."
Fantastic. Wow.
So, and there it began.
And that's
so
the
then we got a
genesis.
tour, and we walked around the campus. So fast forward, our 2 daughters attended St. George's on this scholarship, this near full scholarship. Now they went as day students.
Yeah.
We lived on base.
Yeah.
But it was a transformative experience. Some of the opportunities that these types of schools, provide to kids that, in the military in particular, that would never have had the opportunity to access before.
Yeah.
But it's also a transformative experience for the military family, for the moms and dads, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the peace of mind, the stability, the quality of education, and so also St. George's, just kind of a footnote, really embraced the support of the military and invited Lisa and me to be the co-chairs of the Parents Committee during our 5-year run there. So how's that? So you have a
learned
military
all
mom.
about it. Yeah.
We learned all about it, and then at the end of the run of our daughters, who were set up for success going to college, Lisa and I met with the head of school at St. George's at the time, a guy named Eric Peterson and his wife Krista, and it was the 4 of us agreed that this program is too good to be just kept a secret in this northeast corner of the United States.
Yeah.
What if we try to scale this at a national level? So Orion was born. 2019, we incorporated 501c3. I think our first year we had 3 kids in the program, 6 schools. I'm happy to report we have 16 schools across the country with a waiting list of 10 to join us. Over 30 kids through the program. We've had 4 graduates already, and they're going to West Point or Purdue or Smith College or Florida Institute. And we are passionate about this opportunity.
This is amazing.
And 2 of those 16 schools are here in the Newport area. So there's a local element to this, right? It's St. George's, of course, and Portsmouth Abbey School. We have our first scholar at Portsmouth Abbey. So,
well, congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
What a wonderful organization to be the beneficiary. Again, Lori, very quickly back to you. Let's say the date, time.
December the 12th,
Yeah.
7:30 p.m., Ocean Point Church, there on Valley Road behind Wendy's. You can go to websites. You have the orionmilitary.org or newportnavychoristers.org.
Yeah, for more information.
For more information, and we really hope that everybody comes.
And you can walk in. You can also walk in and
You
get a
get
ticket there.
at the door, and all they have to do is make sure, especially if you see us on TV like this, come up and say hi to us afterwards so we can give you a special shout out. All right?
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you.
Congratulations
Your
and
interest
best
in
of luck.
Orion.
Best of luck. Thank you. Joining me now on East Bay Today, 2 of my very favorite people from the Aquidneck Food Pantry, Marianne Crittenden, the president, right? Am I getting that right? And Ann Pierce, vice president now. Yes. Wonderful. Welcome back, ladies. I know you've been on the show several times, but now, right now, it is really, really important to get the word out about what is happening with the Aquidneck Food Pantry and all of our families that you are serving and feeding. And so thank you for taking the time. I know taking time out of everything you are doing feels a little hectic, but thank you.
Thank you for having us.
So Marianne, let me just kind of start with you. I know you've got 1,000 thoughts swirling in your head.
Yes.
What are the most important things, the most important messages you want to get out right now?
Well, we want to let everyone know that Aquidneck Food Pantry is moving from 81 Sprague Street to 137 Chase Road. This building, actually.
You're in this building.
We are in this building.
That means you're going to be a guest on the show multiple times.
Sure, we'll just run down.
Easy.
Yeah, we'll run down, do a spot, go back.
Yeah,
It serves our purposes a little easier than the lodge that we were at. We're just running out of space. We're running out of everything.
Right. Well, I understand. I was just down the hall and I saw food supplies already there, and I know you both said that there is food as things are exploding and donations are coming in your own houses and in your mom's house, and it's like a team effort to organize all of this, right? So you're moving. All right. So that's message number 1. Right. When is that move taking place? During the holidays? After the holidays? What are we thinking?
It'll be after the holidays. We're going to get through Thanksgiving and Christmas. The week before Christmas, we will give out the last setups, including the regular setups of food and then their Christmas setups of food. And then after that, we will close down and move all our equipment from Sprague Street to this building.
And do you have enough volunteers to do that? Are you?
We don't know yet.
Oh, don't know. Okay, all right.
But
I don't want to raise blood pressure.
No, we
have
quite a few volunteers who have offered. We have people with trucks who've offered. So we just haven't scheduled that yet, only because of the other dilemma we'd like to describe to everyone that we're living through right now.
So our last day at 81 Sprague Street will be December 19th. Okay. And we will give out all the Christmas baskets and their regulars, and then we'll be closed for 2 weeks. Okay. We will resume here at 137 Chase Road on January 7th.
Okay, very exciting. All right, so let's talk about what is happening right now. What is the current dilemma?
So just starting the week.
Take a deep breath,
Yes.
girls. Big breath,
Yes.
big breath.
Just starting the week before November 1st, which is when the SNAP issue hit so many people, so many of our friends in this area, we were already doubled what we do in a week. So we're open 2 days, Wednesday and Friday, 6 hours each day. We usually, on the outside, we were getting up to possibly 140 families. We were over 200 just in the first day. We were over 100. So we're already going up at least 20 new families a day. And those 20 new families is over 300 people. So we're inundated already, and now after November 1st, on Wednesday, we did, I think,
107.
100 and,
This week.
yeah, this week we did 109, I think, altogether on Wednesday. And then today, Ann left the food pantry at 3, and we were already up to 105, and we still have a whole nother hour. So after this week, I have to put some numbers together because we have to figure out how many people we have to serve, not just our regular setups, but the Thanksgiving setups. So I have to do that by size of family, and we were guessing on 200 families. We usually go up to about 250 just in case we get hit with extra people. That number's gone. So now we're looking 350 families that we may have to hit. Again, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there's over 600 families in Portsmouth who utilize the SNAP program. That's
684.
Yeah, that's just in Portsmouth. We also serve Middletown, Newport, Bristol, Fall River.
I think you were saying right before the show, Anne, one of your roles is helping people that utilize the food pantry get on the SNAP program. So over the years, that's felt like a little bit of a graduation for
Correct.
them. But now,
Right.
they're having to come back.
Right, so they don't even count as new people
Right.
because they came here before, so the numbers, it's just a...
So this is a crisis
yes.
of...
And it's not only, it's a lot of working families.
Yes.
It's
Of
a
course
lot
it
of
is.
elderly.
Yes.
And
Right?
it's some
hard
elderly.
to make ends meet.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they only get maybe $18, some of them on SNAP, so they come to us, but it's,
It's disheartening and it's heartbreaking. And
I can see it.
do
I can
have to-
see it
yeah,
on you.
yeah,
I can
it
see
is.
the weight that you're carrying,
Yes.
both of you.
I would like to compliment the Boy Scouts last Saturday, our first time in this building. This is where we had the Boy Scouts bring their the donations they picked up through the neighborhoods. And I will tell you that the Boy Scouts and their families worked from the minute they got here till the minute they left. It was like a well-oiled machine. We had a couple of high school volunteers as well, plus so many of the volunteers from the food bank, and we just went and went and went. So now our space is full of food, and our old space is full of food. So the Boy Scouts in and of themselves did 5,675 pounds of food came in from the residents of Portsmouth, as always. And once the word went out on how we're getting inundated, we have donations coming in like you wouldn't believe. It's such a proud feeling, and I know I've said this before. The residents of Portsmouth have carried us for 5 years, and they just stepped up, and whether it's
Like since COVID, you started in COVID.
Yes. And
Right.
whether it's a check or a bag of groceries, or we've just been inundated using the Amazon option that we have on our website. And it all gets delivered to Ann's house, and she's got tons of food. So now she's a storage area, and the new place is a storage area, and we're running out of room, which is a good thing. That's a good thing
Right.
because we keep having so many families. So
Like, we're not going to run out of food, you don't think?
I don't think so.
But it's still just so scary,
Right.
right?
And it's, we'll give them whatever we can, and hopefully we'll make it through the Thanksgiving season, and then we'll work on the Christmas season, which hops right on you as soon as you take a
Right.
breath.
And then you'll think about moving.
Well, yeah, and that's why the whole volunteer will get there. I have faith because, you know, that's how Portsmouth people are. They just come running out to help, and the Boy Scouts offered to be available, and volunteers offered themselves plus their families to be available, and some of the lodge members also offered, you know, if we needed trucks or whatever. So I have to say, we've had so many people offer the help. The PA club always helps take our overload of food, so they're always there at our side to help us whenever we need anything. So we are surrounded by charity and generosity here, and we are feeding a lot of people, and I just want people to know that all of their efforts, if they ever wonder if it's going to a good place, it truly, truly is. And I do know that some people wonder why we take Massachusetts people, but we have donations coming in specifically from Massachusetts.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot coming from the Rhode Island Food Bank because we're not under their umbrella, but we have organizations in Massachusetts
That
who
donate.
they donate meat, they donate fresh veggies, and so we won't turn anyone away. And that was our goal when we started. We don't ask you where you live. We just want to make sure that if you're hungry and you need to feed your family, then we're going to help you do that. So we're accomplishing that goal, and that's a good thing. We're just inundated, and it's so hard to juggle day by day because we never know how many people we're going to have, and we're trying to make sure that there's enough food packaged and ready to go out so that nobody has to wait, and we make sure that they get their food. And we're doing it thus far. We're hanging in.
Yeah.
But I have to say that the residents of Portsmouth, the ones who stop by and say, if you need me, just call me, here's my number. Volunteerism and donations have just been coming in, and it's a good feeling to be somebody in Portsmouth because we are surrounded by generosity and charity. And, excuse me, we have banks, People's Credit Union and Bank Newport have given us extra monetary donations, plus they all have the food boxes in their establishments that bring food in. The PBA, we just had a meeting, the Portsmouth Business Association, and they donated food, Ocean State, I always want to say Air Supply. Ocean State Air Solutions brought a whole truck full of food. I mean, truly, it's
remarkable.
It's overwhelming because we don't have the space to keep it all, but it's overwhelming that we know we will be able to feed all these people that are coming through. And people are coming through and they're in tears because no one thought it would really happen. They thought somebody would step in and fix it, and that didn't happen. So people are just dealing with that. But we're getting there. We're definitely getting to that point. And I have to say, although we're leaving St. John's Lodge number 1, the Masonic Lodge, had it not been for the Masonic Lodge, there would be no food bank, no food pantry here. Because when the state was done during COVID, and then the town, of course, now was done because there was no more money, St. John's Lodge number 1 stepped up and said, well, we'll just make one. We'll make a food bank, and it was under them. That's why it used to be called St. John's Lodge Food Bank. And then after things changed a bit, then we became our own entity as the Aquidneck Food Pantry. So had it not been for the Masonic Lodge, there would not be a food pantry right now. So they need to be recognized for what they did because they stepped in when the state dropped it.
I tell you, every time you've been on this program, you've thanked, and gratitude just oozes from you. And I feel like you feel that, like,
yes.
Because you're in it every day, both of you.
Yes.
Both of you are in it every day, and like you said,
and Ann has to live in it because there's
Ann, you're living.
Amazon stuff all over her house.
So Ann, we've got just about a minute left. What's the call to action? What would you like to see our viewers do right now?
If there's families out there that we don't know about, because I know that there is, and it bothers me, that there's elderly people or disabled people out there, to call and let us know. that there is a family in crisis or in need, and we will take care of them.
And we have.
And we have.
Yes.
I do receive the calls, so that's my main goal, is to get food to people that truly, truly need it.
Yeah.
And I want to thank everybody. I mean, everybody has stepped up. It is overwhelming at times, and I just sit there and like, wow, in amazement that, you know, humanity, like I say, the love of humanity for one another, people reach out in times of crisis and they help one another.
And I always say, when your faith in humanity is diminishing, which is very easy to do, come and visit Portsmouth, Rhode Island, because Portsmouth, Rhode Island proves the fact that the love is still out there, the caring is still out there, and had it not been for Portsmouth, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing.
That is a beautiful way to end this segment. Thank you. Thank you both for taking time today to do this.
Thank you for
We'll get the word
having
out.
us.
All right. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.